Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 15th of August, 2024. The deck we're using will be listed in the description down below, as always. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started and see what's happening for your day. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. All your cards are on the table. We have 2 aces, 5 major arcanas. I did not notice any synchronicities right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the best part of your day. We start off with the 4 of Swords, followed by the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Empath in the reverse, which is an additional card in this deck if you are not familiar with it, the Devil in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, the 9 of Wands in the reverse, the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. All right. Okay, best part of your day. There is the potential here to not only look at where maybe things have fallen apart and not gone your way. In other words, mistakes were made. And instead of stewing in that energy and bemoaning the mistake and beating yourself up and, playing that game, instead we have the potential to release that energy, but use that mistake in order, for this 10 of Cups here, to find a better way, a newer way. In other words, you have the potential for a mistake to be used as a jumping off point for something better, something new, something different. In other words, it's kind of like almost a breakthrough moment. So if you take the time to notice where you've made a mistake and you actually go back and analyze it, and you don't get trapped in the, oh, I didn't do that, and now I'm worthless, and I can't do anything right, and I never make mistakes. Yeah, if you can avoid that energy and you actually look at it, and your acceptance of a mistake or where things went wrong and the part you played in it, you have the potential to realize not only what went wrong, what the mistake actually is, but not to repeat it, which is kind of nice. Okay, so lesson learned in that case. Now, the worst part of your day, we start off with the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Remember, I said if you look back and whatnot, you don't get stuck in an energy of you bemoaning what happened. If choices were made and you're sitting there just beating yourself up about it, of how things went wrong in that situation, you'll stagnate, you'll get stuck, but that's kind of a repeating cycle that you could just kind of drown in. It might stop you for a bit. Okay. Not the greatest thing, especially considering if we don't get past that stage, we might still continue to make the same choices, repeat the same mistakes. Why? Because we're not actually realizing we've made a mistake, or seeing where we've had a misstep, or how one thing influences another, and that we can fix that. That we have the capability of adjusting and moving differently enough to where we don't have a repeat outcome. All right. Our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle, we start off with the Ace of Swords, followed by the Two of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hangman in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, if we're objective enough, we're honest with ourselves, and we see things for how they are. We have the clarity to see the truth and realize in certain moments where our choices were ready to be made, and in situations that definitely it did not play out. It was not constructive, let's put it that way. When we look at those moments right before we make choices, and what's the result of each choice? Every action has a reaction. If we look at that, we'll actually succeed in finding what happened, how it happened, why it happened. The realization will strike. And this is actually to our own benefit. Why? Because we gain new information. We see more at our disposal on how things unraveled. In other words, we've identified the mistake. We've identified where the misstep was. We know how things went wrong. Why did they play out the way they did? The reason why they did. It's that cause and effect. Okay, we know what the effect is. We're not happy with it. Well, what's the cause? We go back, we look. Hence why, if we're being honest and objective and we see the truth, we go back to moments before choices were made, especially ones that did not end well. We'll be able to narrow it down. We get to the crux of the matter. When we get to the heart of the matter, we see those details and maybe how some of those variables were not the greatest. Where did everything go out of alignment? Where did everything go askew? Where was the misstep? What was the big mistake? What was the clincher? What was the chink in the chain that screwed everything up? Okay, so yes, Four of Swords, yes, Ace of Swords, we do have to look at it, but we also have to be honest. We also have to be unbiased. If we're in the energy of, I never make mistakes, this is going to be hard to do. And we won't see what we need to see. We won't learn what we need to learn. If we're also bemoaning that we've made a mistake and we're in that pity party that we're always a fuck up, it's going to be hard to learn what we need to learn because we're not going to be able to see it. We've distracted ourselves. So this is where we need to be willing to accept our own failures, our own mistakes, our own part in things. Because once we do that, we can really see the truth of everything. How does it move? How does it operate? Cause and effect. Okay. So here's to learning from our mistakes, so we don't repeat our mistakes. And I did add up all your cards, by the way. Everything here adds up to 146, which only reduces to 11, which is the master number of service. So as much as that can help other people, this can really help you if you're faced with a similar situation or the same situation, you won't repeat the mistake. Or if you're faced with a similar choice, You know how it played out previous, that maybe you'll take measure and not make that same choice, or at least think it through more of cause and effect. How does this affect the situation? What will this cause? What's the ripple effect? What's the butterfly effect of this choice? And that in and of itself can be a breakthrough moment for anyone, to be more aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it, and how does what happens now affect the future. How come, the choices I make and what choices I make affect myself, other people, circumstances later on? What are the consequences? So the breakthrough might actually just be more awareness of your effect. Cause and effect. There's very much cause and effect over here, and I'm surprised I don't see the Justice card. But there you have it. And for those of you that do like the astrology, the moon enters Capricorn. So you hit your stride with something that you've been working on. Could be helpful to be more in control. The moon in Sagittarius trines Mercury in Leo. Focus on your ideas and plans. Take a different approach. A fresh perspective can unlock more opportunities. Yeah, cause and effect. If we're seeing things and realizing where we've made certain mistakes, and we're now using that knowledge of mistakes and choices made and what happened, we cannot repeat mistakes because we're more aware. We're more in tune with what actually needs to be done, which opens up new doors, new opportunities. Like I said, it's kind of like a breakthrough moment. It gives us a different perspective on, okay, here's my choice. I can go left, I can go right. If I go left, what happens? If I go right, what happens? And you can see it play out a little bit better. It helps you be more conscious of what you're doing and why. So maybe you don't have that perspective already, or maybe we just need to take it to a new level. All right, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully it was helpful, and if it resonates for you, by all means give me a thumbs up. And if it didn't resonate for you, don't worry, it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.